She just remembered what she saw and how gloriously bright it was. I never was able to beat you, not even to the very end. I couldn't show you how I was through my strength, or even say anything back to you. But now, at the very end, I have been given one final chance. A chance to use every last bit of my remaining magical energy to show you who I am. No. Did you find the reason you were looking for? No, I never did become who I wanted to be. But I will take my place here anyway, and not for the sake of the cold, merciless queen who only wanted to protect this throne, but to honor the life of the incredible savior she once was. Now, I'm going to finish the job you should have done 2,000 years ago. She looked up, facing the looming sin. She summoned the last of her strength as the Avalon, all the magical energy holding her together, and... O sacred sword, reveal thyself. Hear me, enshrined God, and forgive our sins. Forgive us our sins. Cutscene. "12 Excaliburs." Castoria. You did well, Castoria. Castoria. All that remained was her mistletoe staff, resting across the winter throne like a sword. Its purpose fulfilled. She gave everything she had, everything she was. "12 charges of an extremely powerful spell were fired from Camelot's main gate simultaneously. They're all direct hits. Cernunos' spirit origin signal just changed from negative to positive. 90% of his outer scarce layers have been blasted away. Whoa, I can see something. There, it's his divine core. I'm sensing a ton of godly energy from it." There it is. Cernunos' score. Well, that's gruesome. We're done, Artoria Caster, although... Is it just me, or is this nearby flesh wiggling? Is his nearby flesh wiggling around like it's still trying to regenerate? It's not just you, it's already started to regenerate. Not even the Rongominians were enough to beat him. She really did a number on him. We only have 6 minutes until Cernunos is back to his old self. What do we do, Captain? If that's a divine core, our normal weapons won't be able to destroy it. Da Vinci, order the rest of the crew to abandon ship. You can use the shadow border to escape. The Nemo series and I will stay here in the command room. As soon as we've confirmed you're all safe, we're going to ram the stone border into the divine core at full speed. What? But that'd be suicide! No! Absolutely not! I can't let you throw your lives and this ship away! There's no time to argue, and this isn't up for discussion. Come on, Laran, you need to hurry up and... No, that won't be necessary. Now that Cernunos' divine core has been exposed, this operation has played its part. Laran, would you hurry up to the deck? Mash is waiting there for you. She can't slay a god without your command spells. Catch my drift? Ah, right on my way! The target's The target's divine core is finally exposed, but at the rate it's regenerating, it won't be long before it's hidden again. Arturia gave us an incredible opportunity, and I had the means to take advantage of it. But now there's nothing I can do. And it's all because I was too much of a coward. If I just hadn't run away from my choices, from my responsibilities, then I could have... Man, you're really broken up about this, aren't you? I get it. You were running away from fighting back then. No matter how brave or heroic you were, at your core, you still hated fighting. That hasn't changed. But what has changed is where you're looking now. Now, you know what you're fighting for and why. And that means I don't have to keep holding on to this for you. Huh? Havenian! Habetrot? Yup, and I've got something that belongs to you. Something you left behind after it was used at the castle in Sheffield. I knew it! It's something that should have never existed in Britain, and something you'll need to show who you are from now on. You said it's called the Black Barrel, right? Don't forget it this time, Mash. I knew it. She got the Black Barrel. Huh? She remembered. We, as we are now, are hypothetical beings, all being created in the Tree of Emptiness assimilation. So I'm going to move forward under the premise that it wasn't Mash who existed in the Fae era, but Galahad. Neither you nor I must remember anything about to her. No way! I don't want to forget about Mash! She's gonna go through something awful again in the era of the High Queen, right? Then I have to be there to help her. You're gonna be around in the era of the High Queen, right, Tonelico? Then I'll figure something out too. I know, an ice coffin. I'll ask Grim to make me the same kind of ice coffin as Mash. I have to. I still haven't kept my promise to her. I still need to make her the best bridal dress ever. Once this world changes over to the era of the High Queen, every loose end will disappear. You can't go from one era to the next, at least not while retaining your memories. Even I could never do that. It will only lead to contradictions. If I added this loop's knowledge to myself in the era of the High Queen, I'd no longer be able to exist. We have no choice but to forget about Mash. If, even knowing all that, you still want to remember her, you will need to steel yourself. She even has more, like she's starting to look like Morgan now. Like she has the same dead inside look in her eyes. So long as you retain memories of Mash, you will not be meant to exist in this world. Your entire life you will need to steel yourself. So as long as you retain memories of Mash, you will not be meant to exist in this world. Your entire life up until Mash is sent here from Norwich will disappear. And no one will be able to speak the first Fae Knight's name. Let me be clear, no one in the era of the High Queen can ever know you were one of my first knights. If even one person realizes you're actually Totoro, you'll vanish from the era of the High Queen. You are from a fantastical lost belt. As such, there is no way for you to survive in the reality of a singularity. So, I am going to erase all of Masha's memories of you. Everything from the moment she met you in Sheffield in 2019 to the moment she enters her coffin. So long as she has no memory of you, you should be able to live in the era of the High Queen as well. which is why you'll have to stay away from Mash once she's been freed from her coffin. If she remembers you, you'll vanish from the era of the High Queen. You'll disappear when the morning lark sings, just like a summer night's dream. Quoting that. We quoting Shakespeare now, huh? Totoro! No, Habetrot! How could I have forgotten about you? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry I didn't remember. It's so wonderful to see you again. I can't believe this is happening. No, you've been with me all this time, watching over me. Yep, I always keep my promises, you know. Here, this is yours. I've been hiding inside my spinning wheel all this time. Never even noticed it. Never even noticed, did ya? Oh. Red Rabbit did mention that she was a bit heavy. You even got the black barrel. Then, when you came floating down from above, you must have... Yep, I stashed it away quick as a wink while Beryl was yammering on. Pretty impressive, right? Fate Night Totoro. It is! You must be just as fast as ever then. I had no idea you had... Have a trot? Oh no. The morning lark is singing and my dream is coming to an end. No, Totoro! But that's okay. I mostly did what I wanted to do, and I long since kept my most important promise. Ow. So this is where old Habetrot says goodbye. I wish I could have seen your happily ever after. I wish I could have seen your happily ever after. Hey, knowing you guys, you'll be fine. In fact, I bet you'll always have perfect weather for every single one of your anniversaries. Wait, Is it because I remembered you? Is that why you're disappearing? Why did you all this for me? I don't deserve it. Sure you do, and even if you didn't, so what? I don't care. Habetrot, Habenian. I just want you to be happy. I mean, everyone did the best they could, right? Tonelico did, Hector and Reinek. Even Grimm was a pretty good guy. They might all be gone now, but we still had a great journey together. And besides, I'm a friend to brides everywhere. I wanted to make sure your future will be a happy one. No, please don't go. Take the memories back. I promise I won't remember it. Take the memories back. I promise I won't remember you, please. Just, please, don't go. You more than anyone else. You put everything into making your dreams come true. You more than anyone else, you put everything into making your dreams come true. Oh, come on, you know that's not true. But if you really want to pay me back, then how about this? Remember me. Remember me. Remember Tonelico. Remember how beautiful our Britain really was. I will. I promise. Well, looks like we're out of time. I can see Lara and Bonnie running this way too. Go put Cernunos out of his misery, Mash. He's suffering too in his own way. Consider this a fresh start for the dreams that await you. No matter how hard it is to say goodbye, there will always be something wonderful to look forward to. Always. Now go on, hold your head high. Show this old Fae Knight what a badass you really are. Of course I will. Just watch me, Totoro. Mash, I've got a command spell. Right, Master. I won't run away again. As a knight who completed her pilgrimage, I'm going to use everything I have to crush the calamity plague in Britain. Habernian! Cutscene! And it's dead. Target elimination confirmed. Did you see that, Havetra? She's gone. Thank you. Thank you, Fey Knight Totoro. Thank you, Habetrot the Spinner. I'm so proud that you chose me to be your dream. Goodbye. May the flowers bless you too. Oh? Red text. All that's left now is... Attention on the deck. Laran, Mash. We've confirmed that Cernunnos has disappeared, and the curse spraying from the pit has ceased. We're even able to get readings on the bottom of the pit, now where it seemed bottomless earlier. Every calamity in the British Lawsbed and all threats to proper human history have been defeated. Once we refuel the storm border, we'll head back to the waters of the western coast. Then, as soon as we've confirmed the British Lawsbelt is safe, we'll return to Novum Caldia. Great work, you two. I'll be keeping the speed low for a while, so take your time about coming back inside if you like. All that's left now is... What's left? Phew, I think we finally pulled it off. I'll admit, I was freaking out a little when not even the Rongominians finished him off. But then you guys showed up with a god-killing weapon that easily put Muramasa to shame. I just wish Artoria could be here too. Well, yeah, sure. It'd have been great if we could won without any sacrifices. But things don't usually go that way. Most of the time, you lose something or someone along the way. This time might not have been any different. But personally, I think those two went out happy, knowing they did everything they possibly could. And it's all because they believed you guys would win this thing, because they wanted to see you do that more than anyone. They put their trust in you and thought of you as their friends. If you're gonna remember them for that. And don't forget, your battle doesn't end here with Britain. You've still got this foreign god thing to contend with. I know. We're so grateful to Artoria and Havetrot, and to you, Grim the Sage. By the way, I couldn't ask this during the battle, but is your eye alright? Oh, sure. It's just what I need to put on It's just what I needed to put on a truly mythical performance. Besides, having only one eye made my magecraft sharper than ever. No. Bye, Grim. Grim, your body's fading. Looks that way. The God of Wisdom entrusted me with ensuring Chaldea got their hands on their sacred sword. And as a Celtic heroic spirit, I also got to be there for Cernunnos' final moments. So now my role in this lost belt is complete. As the only helper here from proper human history, I'm glad I managed to save face. Huh? So now my role in this lost belt is complete. As the only helper here from proper human history, I'm glad I managed to save face. Wait. Isn't the only one from proper human history? Thank you again, Ku. What are you going to do now? I also read the text again. Are you going to be registered at Chaldea as a caster? It's Grim, alright? Now that you know my deal, I'd rather you call me Grim from now on. Huh. But anyway, how do you guys want now? And not just me, the God of Wisdom says so too. And if I can keep this spirit origin after going back to the throne, I'll pop by Chaldea as a caster. So I'll see you guys then. I have a feeling I'll be seeing you all again. MP5 cool caster, baby. All that's left now is... Alright, it's time we put this lost belt. No. This lost world behind us. Grimmer name is such a good hint on his other name. The calamities have dealt the Isle a critical blow. There can't be many survivors left. Still, at least it hasn't been completely destroyed. I wish we could stay to see Britain get back on its feet before we return to Chaldea, but... Yeah, that would be nice. Wait, huh? All the flames and curses have dissipated, but chunks of ground are still breaking apart. In fact, if anything... Attention, attention! I'm picking up a massive gravity fluctuation across all of Britain. Eh? The ground is floating up into the air, even though there's nothing creating gravity up there. What the heck's going on? This doesn't make any sense. Everything's falling up. It's worse. She was detecting a level 1 threat. I can't see what's causing it, but the way things are going now, the whole Earth's gonna be gone in an hour. Okay, now what? It's the collapse! The collapse has started! But we dealt with all the calamities. There shouldn't be anything left to threaten Britain. So why is the collapse beginning now? There's no sign of a new enemy anywhere. So why is the collapse beginning now? There's no sign of a new enemy anywhere. Sure there is. You just didn't notice it because you'd been looking at it the whole time. Remember that mural in Londinium? That was a depiction of the prophecy of destruction Cernunnos' priest made just as she was being dismembered. As the world grows newer, unbeknownst to all, its roots will grow older. Until one day they will be so brittle as to crumble with a bite from a single, insignificant insect. That prophecy wasn't about Britain's future. What you're seeing now is what happens when the roots of even the strongest human history are gnawed through. Soon, the entire planet will be gone, as though it never existed. I knew it! Huh? You mean you've been on... Huh? You mean you've been on to me, Lauren? Mariposa. Mariposa traicionera. Todo se lo lleva el viento. Huh? You mean you've been on to me, Lauren? Well, that sucks. Now I feel silly for bidding my time waiting for the perfect moment to make my reappearance. But really, so what? I never bothered to hide it from you in the first place. Of all my little pawns, you were by far the most insignificant. Oh, what's wrong, Vanka? Your pretty antennae stopped moving. Ah, you're dead. He looks so disappointed that we were not surprised at all. Ah, you're dead. Ah, you're dead. Were you taking all the Morse poison being directed at me from all of Britain in my place? Thanks, I guess. Not that it really matters. Wow. Asshole. Oberon? That's Oberon? He certainly does look the part of a fairy king. But what's the meaning of this, Da Vinci? The report said he was one of your local collaborators, a proper human history servant who had been summoned by this land. But his spirit origin isn't from proper human history at all. For that matter, he's neither human nor fairy. In fact, he doesn't match any known life form. Is that really Oberon the Fairy King? Of course it is, believe me, I confirmed it dozens of... Huh? I can't see his magical energy signal on the border sensors. No, wait, I can. But it doesn't catch any of our data. But it doesn't match any of our data. His spirit origin is changing literally every second. I don't believe it. There's no trustworthy information about his spirit origin anywhere. He may as well be invisible. There but not there at the same time. Then who in the world is he? Ah, I just picked up a massive irregular space in northern Britain. No way. When did this show up? My apologies, but I don't know what you mean by irregular space. Can you be more specific? Look, it's there. It's just a weird thing there. Okay? What is that thing? Is it actually alive? I'm sorry, but we can't explain it. We just can't. We've never seen anything like that creature anywhere in the world. I even tried firing a sensor pulse at it, but I didn't get a single reading. I can tell it's really bad news though. Ship has gone pitch black. It's hard to believe, but according to this, we're already done for. Return impossible. Destination permanently unmoored. Eternal voyage in progress. What kind of status reports are these? Captain, we're scared. Did we already sink without realizing? Yes, there is something pulsating to the north, and I can only describe it as a hole in space. But it seems we can't view it on the monitor. Miss Laramboni, can you see it from the deck? Yeah, I've been seeing it for a while now. Well, shit. It's a thing. It's something, that's for sure. What is that, Master? Some kind of black haze is sucking up the ground. No, it's eating the island. What in the world could that horrible looking creature be? My guess is... it's an insect. Bug. That's right, just a single insect. Though as you can see, it's actually a conceptual insect. An infinite hole that's going to destroy Britain and turn the planet inside out. You can think of it as an endless hollow, if you like. It's also me. Even I can't really tell which of us is real and which is just a shadow. Oberon is such a code machine. Tell me your true name, Oberon, this red answers. Well, since you asked, I'd be happy to oblige. Hey, Sedoviti, thanks for the follow and welcome to Serfdom. Oh? Oh? Oh, Chicomino art. His true form. La mariposa traicionera. Senpai, Oberon's form? No, his very spirit origin is... I swear, these fairies are just unbelievable. First, they kill a god and use his body to create a small island to replace the land that disappeared because of their screw-up. Then, still not satisfied, they kill uncountable numbers of their own kind to fill in the sea and make an entire landmass from their corpses. Ugh, the sheer audacity and greed is enough to make me sick. Don't you agree, Lauren? Yep. They're quite a lot indeed. Even as a human, you think that they're pretty awful. So I imagine how disgusted the original Britain must be with them after it was returned to nothing. No wonder it sent calamities after them to try and wipe them all out. Oberon. I really like his design, me too. Anyway, Cernunnos wasn't part of it. In some way, he was actually trying to protect the fairies. The only reason I made it up to the surface now is because he's finally gone. Morgan ensured Fairy Britain's creation by sealing Cernunnos away instead of defeating him. I honestly wasn't sure what to do. I certainly had no means of defeating Morgan myself. So I waited. I waited for a human who could defeat her to appear. I waited for someone who could pop the lid off Cernunnos and finally get rid of him. The Child of Prophecy's prophecy was just the chance I was waiting for. It was even a kind of amusing idea. So I helped it along a little. I did my part to ensure the Child of Prophecy would set off on her journey and successfully completed her pilgrimage. The mastermind. Also, you could be the ones to ruin everything you were working towards. Your name, Oberon! Gladly. I've taken the form of Oberon the Fairy King, a fantasy, a fiction created by your own proper human history. I'm the embodiment of Britain's will, the very will that wished for its own destruction when the age of mystics ended. There he is. My name is Vortigern. Oberon Vortigern. I'm the abyssal worm who destroyed Fairy Britain, with a little help from all of you. True name dissolution! Pretender. Oberon Vortigern. Let's go! As a low res, Oberon. Yoo-hoo! Bling! No summons yet. We'll still have some... Holy shit, that's a mess. Giant hole. Jokes. Never mind. Just he is a giant asshole. So the abyssal worm, the hole in the world, the black dragon. English te ya baka koine. So there's been mistranslation, but the English is still so cool. Avalon is cool in all languages. Avalon wa kakoi. English, Eigo, Nihongo. Okay, giant asshole. Let's go. Ooh. Bonnie Mama's gonna skin me alive. "12 hours, I surpassed my own record." Boom. The Isle of Britain was collapsing. All the buildings the fairies had built in imitation of human civilization. All the corpses, from those heaped up in ages past to those freshly killed by the calamities. The insects sucked more of them into the air with every passing second, and swallowed them whole. The reason why Marilyn thought we were talking to air, I assume. The northern lands dissipated like snow. The southern lands drifted away like ash. Those few who somehow managed to survive all joined hands and fell into the void. It was as though everything in Fairy Britain had been no more than a single night's dream. I still can't identify that unknown servant's spirit origin pattern. It doesn't match any of the 7 main classes, or even any of the extra ones. I've never seen anything like this class before. What is that thing, Holmes? I can only confirm that its class is unknown. There are those who serve as inspiration to others and usher in new ages by doing good deeds, heroes. And there are those who help good things come about by serving as necessary obstacles, anti-heroes, the counter to heroes. Among these, there were doubtless some anti-heroes who accomplished great feats through treachery. An imposter? No. Someone who achieved greater power and feats than even one who is genuine by deceiving others about the nature of their very soul. Such an anti-hero would not be an avenger or a ruler, nor would they be an entity from an outer zone, or a distinct, separate personality within a person. No, they would be a pretender. A heroic spirit mired in falsehood who fights entire worlds rather than people or beasts. Indeed, I can think of no better name for Oberon. Come the hell on! What in the world's going on here? The girl won. Caroline came through with flying colors. I know it may not be possible for our world to coexist with this lost belt, but we never wanted to destroy it. We saved Britain, damn it. So why is this happening? Answer me, Holmes. What in the world is that monster? I suspect it's the concept of emptiness. It may seem like a living creature, but it has no muscles, no bones, and no organs. What appears to be its mouth is, in actuality, a hole. Though it appears to be sucking up the ground, in truth, the ground is falling up or upwards, towards it. Imagine a bathtub filled with water. Now imagine that our world is that water and that creature is the drain. What happens to the water in a bath once the plug is removed from the drain? Well, it's water, right? So it just makes a little whirlpool and swirl down the drain. Wait, then you're saying that thing isn't sucking everything up, but... Indeed, we, or rather, the very space we inhabit, is falling towards it. Even if we were able to escape our present location, it would achieve nothing. Now that the plug has been removed, everything on the planet is going to fall into that hole. The very epitome of a pitfall. I simply never imagined there could be a hole the entire world could fall into. Vortigern, the cowardly king who killed Arthur, King Arthur's father. Then you must be King Arthur's archenemy for this lost belt. No, I couldn't care less about King Arthur. Think bigger, Mash. I'm humanity's archenemy. Archenemy. Vortigern was Britain's destiny incarnate in your world too, right? Well, I'm not about to allow humanity to have their own age. Not on my watch. If humans are just going to trample all over Britain's mystics, I'd rather end it before the age of mystics comes to a close. I'd like to go out on a high note, in essence, even if it means killing myself. You. I like you and your way of thinking, Magic Man. ¿Aún están aquí, perros? Mi stream más largo. Ahí vamos. Even if it means killing myself. And yeah, you don't have to say it. Believe me, I get it. There's nothing worse than when the thing you hate becomes super popular. That's a screen. Ah, oui, oui, medio muerto, pero sí. Ya casi, perro, ya casi. There's nothing worse than when the thing you hate becomes super popular. Me with Marvel shit. That a quote I can't live by. Everything that comes out of Oberon's mouth is a quote to live by. The guy is amazing. Not that that matters when King Arthur comes along to stop you in your tracks. That's the problem with you. That's the problem with your world. That's the problem with your world. Neither the good nor the evil ones in it are willing to go far enough. You know what? I think I can reveal this now. Okay, it's time. So it's no phone allowed, it's over. It's now phone allowed time. It's phone allowed over on time. Considering that his mission is to destroy Britain, and he's having quite a kick out of it, so this ironically Oberon Vortigern is phone allowed compared to regular Oberon's no phone allowed. He has consumed the no, he did. That's the problem with your world. Neither the good nor the evil ones in it are willing to go far enough. Want to destroy humanity? You need to destroy the world itself. Your Vortigern failed because he couldn't cross that line. Why do you want to destroy all of humanity? Truly the world-devouring insect. They disgust me. Why do you want to destroy all of humanity? They disgust me. What of it? Wouldn't a bunch of vermin skittering around the corners of your room disgust you too? Disgusting? You think this Britain is disgusting? That the fairies and humans who live in the land of the Fae are all disgusting? Huh? You mean you actually like them, Mash? Wow, that's really something. Don't take it too personally. It's not just... don't take it too personally. It's not just this place that disgusts me. It's everything. Ah, amazing. To me, even your world just looks like a giant pile of shit. You ain't that far off. That was vulgar, wasn't it? Not how the Fairy King should speak, is it? Sorry, I'll be more careful in the future. Think you can forgive me just this once, especially after all we've been through together? The true advocate of equality, he hates everything and everyone equally. In fact, tell you what, I apologize for everything I just said. Do not believe his lies. If you'd rather, we can just forget this whole thing happened. Do not believe his lies. Huh? Okay. Wait, eh? I don't understand, Master. It seemed like Avalon was being completely sincere just now. Do not believe it. Even Mash doesn't know what to do with him. Stop messing with Mash. I can smell the bullshit from here, Avalon. Why? Whatever do you mean? I mean, you are Avalon the liar. I love it. They're basically the same. You only ever tell lies. I know I have to go with the red one, but the regular one is just amazing. I mean, you're Avalon the liar. So you do get it. I'm so glad to hear that, Lauren Bunny. You're right, I'm a liar. I never told you guys the truth. Not once. This Oberon is actually fun aloud, Oberon. But I was still deadly serious about destroying Britain. And I relied on you most to make that happen. I mean, think about it. If someone told you to do something as huge as destroy Britain, where would you even begin? I was as clueless as the next person. I didn't know what I was going to do. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that even if I could defeat Morgan, it wouldn't be enough. I will need so many pieces to fall into place to bring down Fairy Britain. Morgan and Caldia alone just weren't going to cut it. Everything had to happen at the right time, and I'd only get a single chance. Even I had no choice but to watch my every step carefully. But then, I saw you on that beach, and I instantly realized... This girl's a total moron, the perfect performer. I just know she's going to make all my dreams come true. I swear to God. I truly believe from the... I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that you were the worst and best spectator I could hope for. One I knew would bring everything to a spectacular end. Gee, thanks! The true person pulling the string from way back. The true person pulling the string from way back when. Gee, thanks. Anyway, my intuition was right. Lived up to my expectations and then some. I fucking adore his character. I love him too. The guy is just a fucking bag of fun. So much so that I wouldn't have minded letting you live. Except I have to destroy Caldia too. Vortigern's goal is to ensure this false Britain finally disappears, since it's hung around for far too long after his death. Vortigern's goal is to ensure this false Britain finally disappears, since it's hung around for far too long after his death. Vortigern's goal is to ensure this false Britain finally disappears, since it's hung around for far too long after his death. But me? My goal is to wipe out humanity. And Caldia's whole deal is protecting proper human history, right? Kinda makes us mortal enemies. So I'm going to kill you all here, so you can't change things up on me later. The abyssal worm is falling towards us. What the hell? I can't put any distance between us and that, no matter how hard I push it. Captain, Da Vinci, Holmes, hell, I'll even take Chubby. Hurry and get Lara and Bonnie and Mash back inside. Oh crap, we're not gonna make it. The collapse is coming straight for us. We can't get away. It's gonna swallow us whole. Well, damn it, now all of our sensors have stopped working too. I can't tell what's going on outside anymore. Hell, it's too dark in here. I can't even tell what's going on inside either. There's no sign or light anywhere. What do we do, Captain? What can we possibly do against... Lock the deck's gravity, point the bow straight up, and set the engines to second stage. If that thing's trying to make us fall in, we just have to rise away from it. Even if we're in total darkness, even if we're inside an endless hollow, I'm not giving up until our engines do. All hands maintain battle stations. The creature causing this collapse may still be out there, but so are Lara and Mash. And knowing those two, they will find a way out of this. Damn we will. Time to fight the saucy boy. Cavern. No battles yet again. So now what? When I was born, I couldn't even breathe. Not so much as a single toe was truly alive. I was a rotten mass of fluid inside a chrysalis. Under the circumstances. So this is how they wanted it to paint it as. Can you imagine how I felt when I woke to the morning sun's rays? I was in the autumn woods at the outskirts of Fairy Britain. The autumn woods, full of fairies who had been bullied, persecuted, and had nowhere else to go. The only thing to do there was die. It was there, among those who didn't belong anywhere else, among those who were hated and forgotten, and now had nothing left to do but die, that my chrysalis suddenly appeared. My chrysalis looked just like a fairy, but it was. My chrysalis looked just like a fairy, but it wasn't. It was a device Britain itself created to bring about its own end. I can't believe this timeline is still hanging on more than 10,000 years after it died. It's sick. I hate everything that lives on this damn island. I just want to erase it all from existence. Your average British day. That's all I am, a single insect born from this island's own excretory hatred of living creatures. I can't believe this timeline is still hanging on more than 10,000 years after it died. It's sick. But of course, as an insect born of excrement, my birth was a wretched affair. My chrysalis appeared both pitiful and beautiful, so the fairies must have thought I was their king. They gathered around it and watched over my chrysalis until it stood up on its own. Ugh. Oh gods, that was disgusting. Now that it was standing up, it was a chrysalis no longer. It was the perfect fairy tale king, the very sort those of the forest had long awaited. For it looked just like the fairy king depicted by a famous, talented, somewhat mean-spirited author. First the king of the Moors, now this. So I'm a ghost liner, a servant now. Just as long as they're born from people's desires, it doesn't matter whether a servant's original is real or fake. It turned out a fairy named Oberon existed in both proper human history and fairy Britain. But this Oberon pretending to be a king was a creature composed entirely of lies. Everything he said was untrue thanks to the underlying premise that it was all just part of a single night's revelry. Wow, this is amazing. Everything I say or do ultimately becomes twisted. I love you became I don't love you. I don't love you became I don't even care about you. That was just who Oberon was. And given his nature as a heroic spirit, there was nothing he could do about it. Oh well, that's fine. I was already planning on lying through my teeth all the time anyway. He's a fucking gold mine. That aside, this is all because Britain gets floods and flooding in from the outside. For someone who's supposed to hate proper human history so much, Morgan really seems to have a paradoxical and unhealthy love for it. And so, the Fairy King was born. As luck would have it, this was right when the Child of Prophecy's poem was becoming the hottest topic in fairy society. The king already knew a good deal about proper human history, but this time he made sure to do his homework extra thoroughly. It's sad that every word that comes out is a lie, and he can never be truthful. He knew the story of King Arthur, who Morgan was wary of. So he decided he would make use of the Fairy of Paradise, the Avalon Fairy who had appeared somewhere in Britain. When I was born, I couldn't even breathe. Not so much as a single toe was truly alive. I was a rotten mass of fluid inside a chrysalis. And from inside it, there it is, the real thing. All I could see was wriggling insects, like a sea of living rubbish. Oberon was born from Britain's death throes. You can do it, throat? You can do it, throat? Oh yeah, I got it. You can do it, throat. Throat can do it. Oberon was born from Britain's death throes. Oberon didn't love any of the island's creatures. His only thought upon being informed of his duty to destroy Fairy Britain in accordance with the island's own wishes was, isn't there anyone else who could do it? Oh well, now that I've been born, I guess I have no choice. Damn it, my body still won't move. Every breath I take feels like it's going to kill me. Just moving my toes makes me feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin. And the worst part is, just being alive makes me sick. As a chrysalis, Oberon could not close his eyes, and that is why he could not look away from them. Wriggling. For over half a year, all Oberon could do was stare as they wriggled away in front of him. Oberon was born from filthy sludge. Even inside his chrysalis, he was still no more than sludge. Everywhere he looked, everything he saw, looked like so much pottery sludge. He was disgusted by the sight of these vagrant weaklings clinging to unfounded hope. He was disgusted by these starved wretches now depending on him for help after they had been endlessly tricked and deceived by everyone else. He was disgusted at being treated like a king by these creatures who could only crawl, scream, and wriggle. And above all, he was disgusted with himself for being at the very bottom of such an awful situation. He felt like a butterfly corpse being swarmed by ants, the kind of thing that happens in trash heaps in the deepest dregs of the world. Pure loathing grew in his chest, but not for any one person in particular. He didn't despise the insects swarming him, or even himself for being swarmed. It was everything. It was the structure of the world itself. That is what Oberon decided had to go. That is what Oberon decided had to go. But never mind his backstory now. Hang in there, Laran. You're almost at the end. Game. Game. Please. Por favor. You still got to turn things around spectacularly at the very last moment, don't you? I do. That star. Huh? You're alive? That's strange. You do know we're in the abyss now, right? Oh, I see. Did you already overcome your lost well? That would explain how you open your eyes. I think that's just going to make your death much, much more painful though. But hey, you do you. Oh, I should have screen capped this, the lost will part. Where are we? We're still standing on the deck of your ship. The abyssal worm swallowed it whole. Hey, since you're awake and all, why don't we talk for a bit? There. Hey, since you're awake and all, why don't we talk for a bit? You must be pretty tired, right? Here, have some food. It's one of those ration things. He's fucking rubbing it on my face. I found it in your ship while I was doing a little wandering inside. What? You're wondering why I'm being so nice to you? I'm not. I only went into your ship to kill your companions. I killed Match first, you know. You're going to die soon too. You guys are falling inside an endless hollow right now. The abyssal worm's thorax is infinite. You see, there's no destination here, no endpoint. Everything it swallows just keeps falling, forever. And since it goes on indefinitely, there's no entrance or exit. Once you're swallowed, it's over. It doesn't matter how strong or accomplished you might be, nothing can escape this hollow. Not unless you kill me. But nobody's going to wake up in here. They're all dreaming of falling. If anyone did manage to wake up, they'd be able to see just like you can, but most of them will simply keep falling. Frankly, I think you would have been you would have been happier that way too. Staying conscious in here will just make the rest of your short life hell. Think about it. Even after you die, you're going to keep falling forever in this endless darkness. Isn't that horrifying? That would mean you're stuck in this hell too. True, it does. But now that the abyssal worm has manifested, there's no avoiding the world being destroyed. So, in here? Out there? It doesn't matter to me. My life was already hell. Anywho, there's nothing you can do now. You can't even perform simple summons in here. There's been nothing like this place in human history, so you won't find a single heroic spirit record here. So how can you summon something that doesn't exist? You'll either go mad from the endless falling, or eventually you'll close your eyes and slip back into dreaming about falling. So which it'll be? If you decide you'd rather sleep, just let me know. Of course, if you still want to save the world, you don't have any time left to think about it. Now that the British Lost World is gone, we're back in the standard time stream. You said Caldia observed the planet disappearing in 24 hours, right? They were right. You haven't even got a minute to spare at this point. If you want to save the world, you'll have to fight me. If you fight me, I'll kill you. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a great way to die to me. I ain't taking food from you even in the most dire situation. I would. Yeah, Oh, you actually tried to punch me. How'd you ever make it this far with a skull so thick? It is because I have a thick skull, sir, that I've made it this far. Ah, well, if you're so eager to die, I'm happy to help you with that. I do enjoy watching people fighting battles they haven't got a chance of winning. I do have a chance. Huh? Where? He'll be here in any moment now. Weren't you listening? I told you no one's coming to... It's like you said, we're just bystanders, right? Caster, to me! No, it can't be! There she is! She's so cute! I have heard the foreign mage's summons and come to her aid in accordance with her contract. If this battle is not to punish Britain, but to save the world, then I will cross even the ends of time to deliver this sword into her hands. Sorry, that's Bone Dog. One. Mm-hmm. That was my dog. Ah, here it comes. Ding dong. I heard the ringing of a bell. Not the coercive bell I'd heard countless times before. Is she better? She's better now. Her poop is not like... It doesn't seem like she has diarrhea anymore. She's doing a lot better now. The fact that she's being loud and annoying, it means that she's already doing better. I heard the ringing of a bell. Not the coercive bell I'd heard countless times before, but a kind, familiar bell that called to you, that believed in you. This is the storm I was always running in, a maelstrom of wickedness, a crucible of hearts laid bare. A storm of dark, cold, ear-splitting voices no different from a drainage ditch. Young me, no, make it stop. I don't know how many times I thought I couldn't go on, or wished for death to free me. The only reason I was able to keep running without losing my way was because that light was there. The pale blue light of a tiny, far-off star shining somewhere beyond the storm. When I fell, I picked myself up even as I cried. When I was exhausted, I turned my head skyward. No matter when I looked, the star was always there, shining in the distance. A flicker of virtue among a sea of vice. A bright future awaiting me. There's no way that could possibly be true. No. Even if it was, it doesn't matter. For you, that star is just a bright light. That was all it had to be to become your goal. Knowing someone else was out there somewhere looking at that same star was the only thing that gave you hope. It was the only thing that never changed, no matter how the storm raged. Right, that's right. That's all I had keeping me going. I was terrified of most things I didn't care to trust, but that star's light always encouraged me. You and that star may not have any connection, That star may never point your way or come down from the heavens to help you, but yeah, I don't care about Britain or about the future. But as long as that star is shining, I'll never give up. No matter how much the world shook with storms, or how much more time was spent suffering than at peace, that light has always watched over you, even since you were a child. It's the one thing in the storm that always shone bright. You didn't do this for society or for peace or even for yourself. That little star's light never lost its brilliance. It's the one thing I don't want to betray. But that's all over now. Accept the bell's timbre, finish your journey. Just like she could never be happy in that white castle, your life cannot continue beyond this point. Continue down this path and you, the one who chanted the king's name, will disappear. You won't be needed anymore. Can you really do all of that just for one lone star? It's such a silly, trivial thing like not wanting to betray that beautiful star. Really worth going through with this? I hear voices cursing me for bringing about Britain's end. Voices who loathe me for fulfilling my duty from paradise. Thousands, tens of thousands of voices decrying me, millions of voices blaming me. This is vice. The fact is, there's no such a thing as a star shining in a storm. That's why I can't save anyone besides myself. Not with a reason like that. Huh? Who's there? Who's protecting me? You're not doing a very good job. You're still... Who's protecting me? You're not doing a very good job, but you're still stretching your hands out desperately trying to help me. So... Someone who lost their life because of your capricious whims. Someone you've long since forgotten. Someone from the fringes who's just like you. Her name is... I see. I guess not having a name really is a terrible thing. In that case, what about this? I just came up with the idea now, but... Please, use my name, Altria Caster. You can go by Artoria or Caster, or both if you prefer. It's not like I'm going to use it anymore anyway, so go ahead and shout it to the world for all I care. Thank you. I promise. I'll always treasure it. And not just this name. I'll always treasure your heart too. So that's what they talked about. Oh. Her name was Hope. She had found that star's light right at the very end. Oh. Yeah, that's what I spoiled way back in the day by accident. Her name was Hope. Her name was Hope. She had found that star's light right at the very end. She had grown exhausted from always lifting everyone's spirits, but she still never forgot to smile. She's been protecting me all along, all because of that one impulsive act. Even now, she still believes in me, and all because of that silly, insignificant act. It wasn't anything special or even novel. To any outside observer, it probably seems absolutely silly, but... No, thank you for treasuring it. Man, I love this part. And I love the theme of Artoria casters and P. No, thank you for treasuring it. That's right. I don't have any amazing reasons either. I'm no different from her at all. I have nothing to be proud of, no actual skills worthy of praise. I don't think I'll ever find a reason others would envy for. I don't think I'll ever find a reason others would envy for as long as I live. But even so, who cares? This is all the reason I need. I just don't want to betray that star. I just don't want to abandon these feelings. Guys, she mattered. The nameless fairy in the woods mattered. She didn't forget about her. Artoria with her fey eyes saw her real name. She knew her name was Hope. I just don't want to betray that star. I just don't want to abandon these feelings. Silly, insignificant reasons like that. Game? Up! No, it crashed! No! Damn it. I'm gonna have to fast forward. I guess the effects were a bit too much for my phone here. Yeah, I have to skip some dialogues. Resume from start. We'll just skip through dialogues and stuff. Her name was Hope. She had found that star's light right at the very end. Hope. She had grown exhausted from always lifting everyone's spirits, but she still never forgot to smile. She's been protecting me all along, all because of that one impulsive act. What a mood breaker, yeah. Even now, she still believes in me, and all because of that silly, insignificant act. It wasn't anything special or even novel. To any outside observer, it probably seems absolutely silly, but... No, thank you for treasuring it. That's right, I don't have any amazing reasons either. I'm no different from her at all. I have nothing to be proud of, no actual skills worthy of praise. I don't think I'll ever find a reason others would envy for as long as I live. Chanto Hidarie no Oberon kawateru. But even so, who cares? This is all the reason I need. The leftover burnet has been properly changed. First it was no phone allowed Oberon, then it's phone allowed. Who cares? This is all the reason I need. I just don't want to betray that star. I just don't want to abandon these feelings. Silly, insignificant reasons like that. They've always been what we and you have had to rely on to keep going. They've always been what we and you have had to rely on to keep going. Even if you have to grin and bear it, even if it's just for your own satisfaction, even if you lack confidence and never figure out the answer, even if it's a reason anyone else would think it's silly, insignificant. It's the only thing I believe in, the only thing I can believe in, the only thing keeping me going, even now. Farewell, young you, now and forever. In time, the star beating within your chest and the timbre of the bells will resonate inside you. I have heard the foreign mage's summons and come to her aid in accordance with our contract. If this battle is not to punish Britain, but to save the world, then I will cross even the ends of time to deliver this sword into her hands. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, I know I said this is what you should be doing. I love this man. But did you seriously have to God damn it, Bond Dog. But did you seriously have to become a heroic spirit as an Avalon Luffy? I can't believe it. Just how much of a knight are you? Still, showing up now is a little pathetic, don't you think? I mean, you already had your dramatic exit. I don't know if that's your future form, or if you have become some kind of a special guardian. Britain's gone though. You lost. Your part in this play is long since over. Performers like you who can't cut it the first time around have no business returning to the stage. That's true. There isn't anything here for me to protect anymore. Nonetheless, fearing King Oberon, he who desired Britain's destruction. Yeah. I agree that it is painful to witness a dead world being artificially kept alive. You were right to bring this one to an end. I know, right? The fucking face just seals it. But you were wrong to try to end others that had nothing to do with it. Even if these fairies were beyond salvation and our future was devoid of hope, that doesn't give you the right to rob others of their present while the future still that doesn't give you the right to rob others of their present when the future still lies ahead. That is an act of cowardice far more painful to witness than merely trying to escape destruction. Isn't that right, Oberon? Your actions have been dreadfully earnest and, quite frankly, pathetic. She told him off twice over. Where am I? What have I been? Oh, this is a surprise? You're awake, thank goodness. Yes, I was having a very strange dream. It's hard to describe, but it felt like I was falling endlessly. Huh? Senpai? Artoria? Oh great, now even Mash is awake. Must be Artoria's doing. Guess this means the ones in the command room will be waking up too then. Fantastic. Laron will fill you in later. Right now we need your help. We're going to destroy the abyssal worm here as it soars before it can spread beyond Britain. Right, leave it to me. You're still just as quick to change gears as ever. Well, whatever, it's fine. You Chaldeans do so love defeating your enemies, so if that's how you want to play, I'm game. I was just getting tired of the chatter anyway. I've already told you enough about what I am. If we were in a play, this would be the grand finale. Shame nobody's around to watch it. Oh well, I'll just content myself with knowing it's a third-rate production no one would want to see anyway. That is another caption. Me with modern Disney stuff. Disney remakes and cape shit. Come on then, Laron. Your prize summons should work just fine now. Show me how proud you are to fight for humanity. First, I want to ask you one last time. What? Why are you doing this? Why? To wipe everything clean, that's all. I was sure I'd already said as much. Humans and fairies alike disgust me more than I can say. That's why I'm getting rid of it all, and I used all of you to do it. What, did you think this was supposed to be some kind of fun trip? If so, that's a damn tragedy. Everything I say is a lie. You shouldn't believe any of it. Another screen cap. Peace in Britain? Artorias mission? I didn't care about any of it. I'm sure you didn't, but even so. What about your own star, Titania? Oh, we went there. What about your own star, Titania? Jesus Christ, Bonnie Mama, there. Almost doxing me, Jesus. That's going far? That's going far. What about your own star, Titania? Oh? We went there. That is exactly what I hate about you. Bringing about the collapse, erasing the twilight, it's all just like a summer night's dream. My name is Oberon Vortigern. I am the death waiting in opposition to all of you. I am a threat to all humanity. I'm not like the beasts. I don't love anything. I'll prove that to you in this battle. Now, lift the curtain of this tragedy. This is where your pilgrimage comes to an end. Oh, come... Oh, no. Misclicked. Damn it. Oh, come on. Oh, I did want to do something in this. I have a plan. Trust my plan. Where is she? There is she. I have a plan. Trust my plan. It's all in the plan. I can't use my own mash. That's fine. You know what? Let's go with this. Why not? Trust the process? Solo porque me lo quiero bailar. Oh, and this fight is a lot easier than the Cernunnos one. Okay, Ikuso. Los perros, yeah. Everything is easier than Cernunnos. Oh, Pecantum. You sweet summer child. Abyssal Worm. Oberon. Oh, I know about LB7. There you go. Saikoda. I love his voice. Sorry, Smashu. I'm gonna have to. Pretender Servant. Best theme time, best theme time. Oh, I can't. Okay, fine. I can't. Let's see. Debuff chance up. Remove buff. Oh, he does that. Of course he does. His VA is so good doing his Vortigern voice. Toyonaga. It's Toyonaga. Kinda wanted a Brave Chain, but let's see. Each hit, Oberon. Saeteru wa? Oh, not bad. Ow, asshole. Oh, not gonna lie, but I kinda want him to pop his MP. There is a reason why I chose this team in particular. It's a very dumb reason, but I need him to pop his NP, and specifically, and some lines in specific from his MP that I need to listen to, that for this whole joke team to work. How much is your soul?
イグナ・トゥフルトゥ君が我その真髄を宿す写しみとならバラの巡りを越えいざ究極の門へと至らんクリボーライゾン
NP 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 I think I'm gonna kill him before he actually NPs. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Whoa! That's well, bye, Abby. Okay, my mission's done. Mission accomplished. Oh, shit. Koyan, up to you. Yeah, 最高だ. Oh, come on! Oh no, my game crashed. Fucking hell.